Breaking news tonight, tensions have reached a critical point in Southeast Asia. Reports confirm that Thailand has launched a series of airstrikes on Cambodian positions near the disputed border region using advanced F-16 fighting Falcon jets. The strikes reportedly came after heavy artillery fire was exchanged between the two nations, leaving multiple casualties on both sides. Thailand's Air Force claimed the attacks were a defensive measure after Cambodian troops allegedly crossed into Thai territory. The airstrikes have drawn global attention, marking one of the most dangerous military escalations between Thailand and Cambodia in over a decade. Civilians along the border are being evacuated as both nations increase their military presence. The United States has officially reacted to the sudden escalation. A spokesperson from the U.S. State Department expressed deep concern over the use of F-16 jets in what Washington called a highly volatile border zone. The U.S. has urged both Bangkok and Phnom Penh to exercise restraint and engage in immediate diplomatic talks to prevent further loss of life. American officials confirmed that Thailand's F-16s were domestically operated and not part of any joint U.S. mission. However, this development has reignited discussions over the U.S. role in Southeast Asia's military balance, particularly as regional powers like China monitor the situation closely. Eyewitnesses along the border described terrifying scenes as explosions lit up the night sky. Residents in Cambodian border villages reported hearing multiple fighter jets overhead before a series of blasts shook the ground. Emergency services in both countries are struggling to reach affected areas due to ongoing shelling. Humanitarian agencies have already begun assessing potential refugee flows as families flee from the conflict zone. The sound of jet engines, combined with artillery fire, has turned once peaceful border towns into war zones, creating panic among local populations. Military analysts say the use of F-16 fighter jets represents a major escalation in tactics. While Thailand has deployed aircraft in exercises before, this is the first confirmed instance of combat use in recent years. Defense experts point out that the F-16's precision strike capability gives Thailand a strong upper hand in aerial combat, though Cambodia's ground defenses may still pose a challenge. Satellite imagery shows smoke plumes rising from at least 3 Cambodian military outposts destroyed in the strikes. Analysts warn that if both sides continue retaliatory actions, the conflict could spiral beyond control. The Thai government has issued an official statement defending its decision, claiming the airstrikes were targeted and controlled. The statement accused Cambodian forces of repeated border violations and sabotage attempts on Thai outposts. Prime Minister Srettha Thavisin convened an emergency security meeting and assured citizens that Thailand was not seeking a full-scale war but was ready to defend national sovereignty. Meanwhile, Cambodia's Ministry of Defense called the attack a blatant act of aggression and vowed to respond decisively. Diplomatic relations between the two neighbors have hit their lowest point in years. As news of the airstrikes spread, global leaders began voicing their concerns. The United Nations called for an immediate ceasefire and announced plans for an emergency Security Council session. ASEAN, the regional bloc to which both Thailand and Cambodia belong, urged dialogue and reminded both countries of their commitment to regional peace. China, a key ally of Cambodia, issued a cautious statement supporting diplomatic resolution but criticized the use of force. The U.S. reiterated that it stands ready to assist with mediation but will not interfere militarily. On the ground, the situation remains tense. Reporters describe long military convoys moving toward the border, with artillery units and tanks being repositioned by both sides. Thai fighter jets continue to patrol the skies as Cambodian forces prepare anti-air defenses. Border checkpoints have been closed, and trade routes are now under military control. Farmers and traders in nearby towns say their livelihoods have been disrupted as fear of further air raids keeps many indoors. Relief organizations are warning of food shortages if the fighting continues. In Washington, defense analysts are debating the implications of the U.S. reaction. Some argue that Washington's cautious tone reflects a desire to avoid being drawn into another regional conflict. Others say it shows concern about how American-made fighter jets are being used in real combat situations. The F-16, originally supplied to Thailand under defense cooperation agreements, is now at the center of a diplomatic storm. Questions are being raised about U.S. arms export policies and the responsibility of allies using American technology in active conflicts. Social media in Thailand and Cambodia has exploded with footage allegedly showing the F-16 jets in action. Videos posted online depict dramatic scenes of explosions, anti-aircraft fire, and fleeing civilians. Hashtags like #Thailand airstrike and #Cambodia border clash are trending across platforms, fueling intense public debate. While Thai netizens largely express support for their military, Cambodian users are demanding justice and international intervention. Analysts warn that online misinformation could worsen tensions and complicate peace efforts. As the world watches closely, the Thailand-Cambodia border has become one of Asia's most dangerous flashpoints. The use of F-16 fighter jets marks a turning point that could redefine regional security dynamics. Both nations face growing pressure from global powers to de-escalate before the conflict spreads. For now, the skies remain tense, the borders are locked down, and the people caught in between wait in fear for what happens next. This is a developing story, and the world's attention is firmly fixed on Southeast Asia.